Last week, the newest Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie came out, and in the vain hope to get more views, I'm going to be ranking all 7 today. Now, 2 things I want to get out of the way before we get into this. If you like a movie I hate, that's totally okay. You probably live in a mental hospital, but you're still entitled to your own opinion. And also, if you do disagree with me, be sure to leave hate comments, because believe it or not, they help me out in the algorithm. And also, I know in December I normally just post Christmas videos, but this has Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever in it, so it still counts. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the madness. In last place, this shocks literally no one, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid The Long Haul. Now I really don't want to talk about this movie, so I'm just going to get this out of the way. It's not good. Since this movie came out 5 years after Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days, what should have been the last one, they recasted everyone. Even though the parents aged backwards, they still recasted them. I mean, Greg, Roderick, Manny, Rowley all made sense, but they kind of got bad actors to play them. Nothing against them, it's not really their fault, they were given a terrible script, but they just don't bring these characters to life like the original cast did. Can I fix this lighting? Because that would be wonderful. So, Roderick is by far the worst. He was the best character in the original trilogy, and he's just Beavis and Butthead live action in this. I would be mad about Rowley, but he's in the movie for literally 5 seconds, so it doesn't matter. The other thing is, this really didn't need to be a Diary of a Wimpy Kid film. It's just your generic family road trip with Diary of a Wimpy Kid Long Haul slapped on it. Also, this one's a lot grosser than all the others. Like, keep in mind, I know in the first one, Fregley chased Greg with a booger. And also just Fregley in general. In this, there's like weird CGI vomit. And this one scene where the dude poops next to Greg. Unless you're looking to kill some brain cells, there's no need to watch this film. But yeah, I've wasted enough time talking about this. It sucks. Coming in at number 6, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2021. So, I'm not gonna lie. I hated this movie when it first came out. It has a nice little novelty to it being an animated Wimpy Kid film, and that's about where the praise ends. In the original books and movies, Greg was narcissistic, self-centered. Those mean the exact same thing, but whatever. What I'm trying to say is Greg was mean. In these animated movies, he just Charlie Browns his way through life. Nothing bad's happening to him because he did something bad before, like in the original movies. Stuff is just happening to him because it is. Also, in the original movie, they had the fight between Greg and Rowley where they, like, split up. It's kind of speedrun that in this, and all emotional tension is just gone. Yeah, this one's just not enjoyable. At least for me. If you're not a Wimpy Kid fan, you probably wouldn't think it's that bad. But for me, knowing the original book and movie, this just irritates me. Next up, number 5, we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules 2022. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed this one a lot more than the first one. It still has its flaws. I'm not going to trash on it too hard because it had that Rickroll scene that got me 60-some thousand views. But it's also not very good. And there's no reason to watch this when you could just watch the original Roderick Rules film from 2011 or just read the book. This one has more Roderick in it, so it's enjoyable. Because the animated films did Roderick right, unlike Long Haul. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to trash that movie as many chances as I get. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Coming in at number 4, this honestly shocked me. I really couldn't figure out if I actually liked Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever or not. Also, I hate that title. They just had to shove Christmas in there. They couldn't have just called it Cabin Fever. I will say, this is the best animated Wimpy Kid film. I called it in my last video. You know, this might be the best animated Wimpy Kid film. The movie just kind of came out of nowhere. It's like we all just naturally assumed Last Straw was going to be next, but nope, here's this. With that in mind, Jeff Kinney has wanted to make a Cabin Fever animated movie since 2014, so it makes a little bit of sense. Now you may be thinking, Jack, you've ranked this at number 4. Is it any good? No, not really. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. It's just kind of boring. I'm not even joking. Literally a couple hours after I watched this, I was outside and I was like, oh yeah, I watched the new Wimpy Kid movie. Basically, a summarized version of this plot is Greg and Rowley break a snowplow. Yeah, remember when Diary of a Wimpy Kid was relatable? Me neither. And the snowplow woman who listens to Last Christmas, this movie just lost every positive point it had, chases Greg and Rowley with the broken snowplow, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, but whatever. She sees that Greg and Rowley have purple and red clothes. Basically, Greg and Rowley throw their clothes away in this random dumpster. But, plot twist, turns out to be a donation for the toy drive for kids. And Greg's name is in the hat. Forgot about that. So Greg and Rowley have to get their clothes out of there, which they didn't think they'd have to do. They think they were just gone. But Greg gets snowed in with his family. And I will say, the movie does get better once the family actually gets snowed in. Like, up until that, I thought it was just kind of stupid, but some good jokes come out of them being snowed in. Also, Disney didn't put the homemade Pac-Man machine in this. No balls. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about was Alfredo. I asked Jeff Kinney, or the official Dive Wimpy Kid Instagram, if Alfredo was going to be in this. And one of the animators who worked on this movie said yes. Then Dive Wimpy Kid Instagram replied with, well, yes, but actually no. And they were both right. Just to give you a quick summary, Alfredo's Greg's freaky baby doll from the original book, and there was also Santa Scout in the original book. What they do in this is Alfredo's not in it. They just name the elf Elfrendo, and it's supposed to be the same thing. Dang, no Pac-Man or Freaky Baby? Double no balls. So I've talked about this one for a lot longer than I needed to. It's not good, it's not bad, I don't hate it. If you're having a Christmas party and there's little kids there, you can put this on in the background, and they'll laugh at it if nothing else. Alright, now we're getting into the top 3. These are the actually good ones. In third place, we have Dive Wimpy Kid 2010. Ah yes, the good old days. So this is a movie everyone watched as a kid, and realized it's not very good once they became a teenager. Don't get me wrong, it's freaking Citizen Kane compared to The Long Haul, but it's definitely the worst out of the original trilogy. The reason for that is just Greg is a little too mean. I know I was just complaining about the new ones having him nice, but in this he's too mean. You just want him to be nice for once, but he never shuts up. Roderick, Rowley, and Chirag carry this movie. In fact, they carry the whole trilogy. They are to this trilogy what Tim Curry and Harry and Marv are to Home Alone 2. It is nostalgic, not the best, but also not the worst. Our runner-up is Dive Wimpy Kid Dog Days. I would say 2012, but this is currently the only Dive Wimpy Kid Dog Days movie, so you know which one I'm talking about. Now, this movie kind of clickbaits you. It's not Diary of a Wimpy Kid, it's Diary of a Fairly Muscular Man. Yeah, this really should have been the last one. Ellie's great, except he makes the exact same face throughout the entire movie. Kinda gets annoying, but whatever. Roderick saves every scene he's in. Also, the dad gets time to shine in this, which we really didn't get in any of the other movies. The movie's good, I watch it almost every summer, and the soundtrack is poppin'. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What is the best Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie? Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules. This is a sequel to a children's movie based off of a book in the 2010s. By all accounts, this should suck. But this is the best film in the series. And I'm not even saying that compared to the others it's great. This movie's just genuinely good. The humor is so much better than all the others. We get more Roderick, more Rowley, more Chirag. What more could you want? Roderick's great, Rowley's great, the parents are great. Greg is more of the same, but he's a little better. Honestly, if you've never read any of the books or watched any of the movies, you could just watch this and be done. Will we ever have another Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie as good as this? Probably not, but at least we have this one to turn back to, no matter how bad the new ones get. So that was my ranking of all 7 Diary of a Wimpy Kid films. Let me know your opinions in the comments, and also go watch my video I made about cabin fever. Thank you for tuning in, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.